baby loves that live here at our house and have a special place in our heart. I brought them in as special guests today so I could share with you a special dog treat recipe. Let's get started. Let's put together these dog treats. So in your food processor, we want to pulse 3 cups of regular oats. I mean, these are pretty simple, so if you had quick cooking oats, I think they would be fine, but this is 3 cups of regular old-fashioned oats. We want to give these a couple of pulses. So as you'll see, be careful when you put your hand down in here that you don't touch the blade. Some of them are still kind of intact, but you have quite a bit of what you might call oat flour. It's going to help hold this together. Then we have 1/3 cup of honey. My dogs are extra fancy today because this is raw honey. It's what we have here at the house. So, fancy puppies. Get 1/3 cup of honey. This is 1/3 cup of better than bouillon. You can also use dry bouillon powder. A cube would not work very well here, and you don't want a bunch of extra moisture, so I keep better than bouillon in my refrigerator. So this is chicken flavor. So this is one of the things that's going to make your puppies love this recipe. And then a cup of peanut butter. And this is going to get thick and gooey really quick. And we're going to blend this up in this food processor. And it's edible if you have little people in your house. If they ate one, it's not going to hurt them any more than it would the dogs. It's all edible ingredients. They may not like the chicken bouillon with the peanut butter, but it's not going to hurt anybody. So let's blend this together until it makes a nice dough. I'm going to stop this so you can see how it's coming together. See how that's starting to come together in a nice dough? I'm going to scrape this down just a little bit so it can incorporate more evenly, but that's nice. All right, let's let it go just a little bit more. All right, see, it's formed a dough ball here. See, you can make this into little balls, or if we chill it, which is what I'm going to do here in just a second, we can roll it out and make little dog bone cookies for our puppies and bake them in the oven. So I'm going to wrap this up and chill it, and we'll get back in just a few minutes. Thanks. All right, so I chilled my dough. I'm gonna take half of my dough and we're gonna roll it between 2 pieces of parchment paper so that we don't have to use any flour. If I can keep that from rolling off the counter. Use a knife here to cut this in half. I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator so that it can stay cold. And we want to roll this about 1/4 inch thick. This does not have any leavening in it, so it is not going to rise up in the oven when we bake it. We're basically trying to dry these out and make them a little bit crisp. Let's see how that's doing. See? Let's keep going. My husband tried a little taste and said they weren't quite what he was expecting. They were a little bunch of chicken with his oats and honey and peanut butter, so. But apparently they're perfect and exactly what a dog would be looking for. So let's see how we're doing. Oh, I think that's perfect thickness. Now, I have my little dog bone cookie cutter. And some of those full oats are going to be, you have to kind of cut through those. Oh, these are going to be cute. If your dogs are little like mine, they're not going to get a whole one of these. I'm not trying to tell you what to do at your house, but I already have a dog that's on a diet. So at our house, Cece is going to get about 1/3 of one of these. These are darling. And if you have a big dog, your dog might want 2 or 3 of them. I'm going to keep working on these. If you don't have a dog bone cookie cutter, you can roll these up in a ball, just like this. And then you can press it down with your thumb, kind of like a thumbprint cookie. Or you can use a fork, like you would on a peanut butter cookie. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do a couple of those as well. And we'll be back and see the finished product. So we have our doggy treats / cookies already cut out and ready for the oven. We're gonna bake these at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. We'll be back and I'll show you how they turn out. It's time to get them out of the oven. Let's see how we did. These actually smell really good. Can you see those? I did a few where you roll them in a ball and press them with a fork like you do the peanut butter cookies. You might actually fake out a family member with these and them think they're cookies for people. I'm gonna let these cool for a few minutes and then I'll move them to a cooling rack, just like you would normal cookies. We'll see what the dogs think of them in just a minute. I wanted to show you how these turned out and give you a close-up. See how nicely they browned on the bottom? This is after 12 minutes in the oven at 350. Here are some of the ones I rolled in a ball and pressed with a fork in a crosshatch pattern. It shows you don't have to have the cookie cutter. I broke one in half. It shows you how simple they are and easy they are if you have an older dog that has sensitive teeth. You can make these crunchy by leaving them in the oven overnight. Just turn it off after 12 minutes and leave them to dry overnight. I'm gonna leave mine soft because I have small dogs that need a softer texture. So the ultimate test is, will they like them? I think we have some fans. Girls, come here so they can see you. Remember, this is Lily and this is Cece. You girls want to taste them? Tell them what you think. Is it good? Is it good? I hope your pups enjoy this as much as my babies did. Love you guys.